Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. 12-inch by 24-inch canvas, and my only plan is to spread colors of paint until I'm pleased. And I'm going to start with Tuscan Sun. And I might throw some other colors in there immediately, like, why not, Orange Crush. And, not yet. Let's just do this first. I'm not going to mind that there's a little bit of orange in my yellow. Matter of fact, I quite enjoy that. And the odder the shapes, the better off I'll be. Thinking some Rhapsody Rose. It doesn't have to be pretty to start with, it just has to be interesting eventually. I'm trying to loosen up my style. So if it looks awful from the moment, that's part of the plan. I am going to throw a little bit of dazzling white in there. Because I like what happens when I add Rhapsody Rose, which I think is next. And strangely enough, I like gold with yellow. So after the gold, I go for the Rhapsody Rose. Right out of the gate I was thinking Frozen, so that's probably coming soon. And also Blue Velvet. But the Frozen is next. I'm not trying to be too discerning, but I figure if I get enough paint down quickly enough, I have got a shot at mark making, which is something I like to use spatula heads that are notched. If you've seen me before, you've seen them before. And my intention is to put some black into this at some point, but right now I'm going to try the Frozen. Oh, my blue velvet is sealed up. A little bit breathing, but not enough. Where's it going to go? And wherever it wants. I'm going to have to unseal that. Don't want too much green. If I'm quick and I don't make an attempt to blend something, it'll usually stay pretty well on the surface. as opposed to trying to mix blue with orange otherwise, which will not work well for me. Alright, I'm feeling the dancing fuchsia coming on. And maybe some tickled pink as well. And the dancing fuchsia is super strong. So I have to be kind of cautious about how I use it. I'm not actually trying to make a design of any kind. That's the tickled pink. And I don't mind combining colors, as I may have mentioned many times by now. I didn't realize there was more blue, but I don't care. I do want more tickled pink though. And I'm thinking about Fandango, which is a beautiful green, but pretty quick I'm going to be wanting to wipe off my spatula, because I got plenty of mixing colors there. So get the tickled pink out of the way, find a spot to scrape it off before it gets too mucky. I wish that blue velvet was open, but I have the feeling I have enough of it. I want to take a minute and grab a Michaels graduated tool. I don't want to go too overboard because I'm going to be covering up quite a bit of this. But I definitely want some black afterwards. I'm hearing the call to orange, and I don't want more orange crush, so I think it's going to be the color I call tangerine, assuming that it's open. And it is. Kind of want some more white in there too. Oh, I just spied the pink carnation. Now anything goes. This is obviously stage 1. So it could be finished miraculously, or it could turn into something else entirely at another time. Round and round she goes. I hope I'm not making somebody seasick. I do want to keep cleaning off my spatula. Now if I don't like it and it gets too complicated, I'm just going to continue to paint until I start to cover things up, which is actually something I aspire to do. I want another color blue, and I think it's going to be the Vibrant Aqua. Oh, I guess we're going to try it with the pink carnation, since I didn't realize it was there. I haven't tried to do mark making and then smearing colors over, I don't believe. I've probably done some variation on that theme. I want more tickled pink. And I'm probably going to want some more frozen. I might change my mind about the orange crush, but I think there's going to be saffron. I've still got some undiscovered puddles, and evidently the odd paint chip. I wonder if I can get some more blue out of here. Where else? Over that nasty green. Oh, that's right, I didn't use any of the Fandango. I'm going to give it a brief shake. I like this white in here. I kind of want more because I see that there, but I want some green in there as well. I meant to grab the water lily out of the gate and I didn't do it, and I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to wipe off my spatula. I'm sure I don't do it often enough for somebody. That's kind of mucky. Let some of that go to the corner. That reminds me, I want to use my silicone rubber brushes to do some mark making. But I also want some more frozen. I keep seeing these things that are obviously off bottles. I like the frozen and the tickled put together a lot. I'm being called to orange and I didn't grab the saffron yet. And I want to. At a certain point in time I could also decide to just leave some puddles, because they will dry nicely. It's amazing to me these colors work this way. It really is. Alright, it's time. I'm going to grab a brush. More of those unusual paint chips. I'll wipe that off and contemplate black. Getting better slowly, or I'm liking it more. So far so good anyway. It begins to look kaleidoscopic to me after a while, the colors mixing like they do and don't. Not as sure about the black as I was before. Got most of my canvas covered. I still want some white. I still want some black. I think I might use the black by putting it into my little pan. I call it a palette sometimes. I've got pretty color on my brush, but I want a clean brush now. Now that's the dazzling white, so it's going to be just basically sheer and maybe a little sparkly. And unless I leave it heavy, it probably won't show up. So I'm going to take the paint off my spatula, put it on the corner, put that spatula in the bucket, wipe off my tool, and put some paint that you may or may not be able to see. Come on, let go. They stick sometimes. So I've got my little brush. Now, I don't really have much choice. I have to go and come back if I want to. So I've got my black. I don't really mind what has happened so far. I kind of want to use a few dots. I'm a little nervous about ruining something I like though. I'm always a little nervous about that. But I gotta figure I can always paint over stuff that I don't like. That's my theory, and I'm trying to work with it. And if it's still wet, I can scrape through it and leave weird little cool marks. Pretty much anywhere. Add to the general confusion. And I love pulling up paint and finding colors underneath. Makes me happy just about every time. And also using those colors. And if you get too much canvas anywhere, you can always just cover it with paint the next day. There, that was brazen. You know what I've got? I've got a nail art tool. Like this. And I'm almost done, I think, although you cannot trust me. So I want to do this in here, because I never do this, checks, or rarely, seldom, and I like them. And I might want to do it again. It reminds me of like some sort of fun fair or something. That was surprising, that didn't even turn out black. Usually I'll just take my bottle and dribble. There, that's kind of cool. I don't usually try and do spirals with my tools. I must have a small spatula head that I want to use. Because I like the residuals. I can even dip my tool in. did I do with it? There's the nail art tool. Kind of want to do that again somewhere else. I'm not sure yet. I really thought I was probably going to do multi-levels, but I don't think so anymore. So, other than a few dots, which I'm thinking might want to be Dancing Fuchsia, although it does tend to stain. There, I think I'm done. And if I don't think I'm done tomorrow, I'll just do something else to it. Fun affair. I know, it's really hard to stop. Sometimes I'm just having too much fun to stop. Well, that was great. That was therapeutic. It took a little longer than I expected, but it still has the effect that I like. Just sort of random insanity. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I think it needs some orange dots, actually. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you watch longer or watch some of the commercials or make a comment, those things are all super helpful to me. My creative playlists are on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel banner, you'll find the PayPal icon. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's videos. If you have questions or you want the paint pouring recipe, ask me questions. It will. The paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More, you're going to find my email address. Thank you for everything. Shop my Amazon link, please. You can buy anything you want from there. And my 2 books are there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, Volumes 1 and 2. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys dearly. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.